training schedule. Some of you guys ask me what I do, what days I train, my split, how I break up different muscle groups, and what I do to train them. I'm going to explain that all in this video. A nice whiteboard here. So I train 6 days a week. I train on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 6 days a week. You might be thinking to yourself, Josh, this is a little bit over the top. You don't need to train that much. That's just how I like to train. That would mean that Sunday is my rest. I work on a sort of push-pull legs variation that suits myself. So it's push-pull legs. I do it twice, but I include shoulders on my leg days. So if that makes any sense to you. So Monday's legs and shoulders. Tuesday is chest and Tuesday is chest and triceps. Wednesday is back and biceps. And repeat afterwards. So I'll then hit legs again on Thursday. I'll hit chest and triceps on Friday, and I'll hit back and biceps once again on Saturday. I train legs and shoulders at the start of the week. I feel like my legs, I like to go heavy on squats, so I like to be full of energy. I like that to be the one body part that I can really push and that I want to grow. So I start off the week with that because that is the one muscle group that I really want to grow. And I train shoulders on my leg days because most of push-pull legs programs, push on the shoulders is done with chest as well. But I like to hit chest twice a week, and I also like to hit shoulders twice a week. And I also like to hit both with a lot of volume. So for me, doing them on the same day means that I never get 100% performance on both. So the fact that I can do shoulders on a separate day means I get the complete growth out of my shoulders. I hit them and get as much force and momentum and power out of them as possible. It also means I'm not holding back because I know that I've got to do any more chest exercises, and it works the other way around. So say I was doing chest and then I knew I had to do some shoulders after, I might say to myself, I won't go as heavy on chest because I want to save myself some shoulders. This method basically stops me doing that and means I hit each muscle group to its full ability, if you get me. Chest and triceps is pretty straightforward. I always do 2 pushing movements on my chest days and 1 fly variation, whether that be a pec deck or some cable flies. Triceps, they're easy. I do 1 pull down movement and 1 overhead movement as well to hit all heads of the triceps. And on my strength chest days, which I'll go a little bit more into, I'll do close grip bench as well, just to help build up the thickness of my triceps. Back and biceps, hit that twice a week. 1 day really mainly focuses on width, and then 1 day is mainly just deadlifts with some thickness. So I like to split up a little bit. 1 day focusing on my width and 1 day focusing on my thickness. It's just a good way for me to really focus on the different movements for the back. So pulling horizontally and pulling vertically as well to ensure I'm getting maximum growth out my back, because I feel like that's one of my weaknesses. That is essentially my split. That's what I repeat week in, week out. I work on a 3-week cycle when it comes to hitting these different muscle parts. Right, so this bit's really important, so listen in closely and pay close attention to what I'm going to describe to you. I work on a 3-week cycle. Essentially 1 week is moderate reps, so that would be 8 to 10 rep range. The second week will be about 3 to 5 reps. That's really focusing on my strength and lower rep ranges, lower volume, things like that. And then the last week in the program is the high volume week. That is essentially things like over 12 reps. We're doing giant sets, we're doing drop sets, we're doing supersets, things like that. Things that's really pushing the muscle to absolute failure. So the fact that I hit a different rep range on each week which means I'm focusing on all different elements of my fitness, if you get me. So I'm going to do an example of either bench press. I will do a 3x8 on bench press on my moderate week. Strength week tends to be a 3x2 or a 3x5. And then high volume, I mostly don't even do compound movements on my high volume weeks. I'll just do loads of drop sets, giant sets, supersets, that sort of thing. That is all I'll do. So, or I might even do a 3x12 or something like that. The thing I try and do is each time I repeat the cycle, so after 3 weeks, I'll always try and improve on the number that I hit on the previous cycle. So say for the first cycle on my 3x8 bench press, I did 80 kilos. The next time round, I might try and do something like 80, 82. Or if I'm feeling really good, maybe 85, but I wouldn't really go up that much. Same with my 3x5, say I bench press 90, I might say to myself next time I want to do 92.5. This principle basically means that I'm implementing progressive overload into my main compound movements. It means that I'm gaining strength, it means that I'm growing more muscle because my muscles are able to handle higher weights, higher volumes, higher reps, higher sets, for example. It's a good way for me to make sure that I'm always improving and never staying the same or even getting worse. My isolation movements are basically just dependent on how I feel on the day. I don't really have a heavy week when it comes to hitting isolation exercises. Isolation exercises is basically the muscle group. It's basically the exercises that only hit one muscle group at a time. For example, bicep curls. I'll never really go below 8 reps on bicep curls. There's not really a point. But what I'll do is I'll just continue hitting that for maybe 10 reps, 12 reps, maybe 15 reps. It's normally between that range for 3 to 5 sets. And then I'll just gradually improve on that over time. I don't really track them lifts. I just chuck them in when needed. So say one day I'm feeling really, really good, I'll do more isolation exercises. And I'll go at heavier weights so I can really build muscle in that particular area. That is my training program. Hopefully that made some sense to you. Hopefully that clears up some concerns you might have. Let's go work out, bitch.
I don't wanna be caught up inside your self-righteous symphony. I would rather let this go than to bring it up again. But everyone I know, they're afraid of their own skin, with nothing left to show. We're afraid of where we've been. You gotta let me in. I'm not a mark, barely your friend. Drowning in water, I lend you my hand. Falling the leather, release my regret. Is this all you wanted? It's all in your head. The voice in the back of my head, the choices that we can't forget, the poison we take with regret. Rejoice 'cause they haven't found you yet. 'Cause everyone I know, they're afraid of their own skin, with nothing left to show. We're afraid of where we've been. You gotta let me in. I'm not a mark, barely your friend. Drowning in water, I lend you my hand. Falling the leather, release my regret. Is this all you wanted? It's all in your head.
Boys and girls, that's all from today. I love you all. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch you next time. Woo!